First thing I want to point out is do not mind my eyelashes. I don't know what went wrong. They're just like not even. Like I said, I don't know what went wrong. I don't know. I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, which is kind of crazy because that's the most I've read in, I think, ever in a month. But let's just say it's June now. I haven't read anything. This was a good reading month for me because there are a lot of good books. Okay, so I started off with this book, which I started in April, but finished like the first day of May. Even though it's a short book, it took me a while to read because I read like 50 to 100 pages of it, and then I was like, I don't know like how I'm feeling about this. So I got it on my free month of Spotify Premium. I listened to the audiobook to finish it. I gave it a 2 stars because I just don't think this was for me. I feel like the writing was like good. I just don't think what it's about was like for me, so I don't know like why I picked it up. I feel like if you picked this up for like whatever it's about, I don't even remember what it's about, then you would probably like it. And then I read Sunkissed, which is in this video about reading unpopular books. I'm gonna keep this sweet and short. It's short and sweet. Really good. Do think it deserves hype. I haven't read The Summer I Turned Pretty or watched this series, but I feel like this gave same vibes, but this isn't like Two Lovers or whatever that's called. But I feel like that summer vibes, it's giving summer vibes. That's all I gotta say is like pick this up this summer. It's about this girl who gets in a fight with her best friend, and her family takes her on this 2-month vacation, but it's like at a summer camp without any like Wi-Fi or anything, so she can't contact anyone. And so she meets this guy. They can't date because he works there, and so he's in a band, which I feel like if you liked Every Last Word, you'll like this because this has like poetry in it, which is technically music, and there's music writing in here, but like I feel like it just gave same vibes as this, like a little part of it, not like, you know, but I feel like the vibes are like kind of there. I gave that a 5 stars. Who's surprised? Oh, Sloaney. That's a no. Third book I read was Falling, which is also part of that video that I mentioned, which I gave this a 3 stars because it's just not what I thought it was gonna be. So it's about this pilot. His family gets taken right before he's about to like fly the plane, but for his family to live, everyone on the plane must die. And so that's pretty much like what it's about. The reasoning for why like he's held captive and stuff to like kill everyone is just not what I thought it was gonna be. I feel like it was like it's like a serious topic, but I thought it was gonna be like for shits and giggles, like you slept with my wife or something like that. It wasn't giving what I thought it was gonna give, so I just gave it a 3 stars. And then I read, which I technically didn't read, I listened to this whole audiobook. I didn't pick up the book once. The book mentioned Harry Styles. Sloaney. I wasn't too connected to the characters, but I really did like the book. Like I enjoyed it, but I feel like I don't even remember anything about this book. So I'd give it a 4 stars. Like listening to it, I really did enjoy it. But this is about this girl who played chess when she was younger and then stopped. She grew up playing it, so she's like very good, but like maybe a little rusty. Her friend asks her to do this thing for charity where she plays chess. And she goes against this guy, Nolan Sawyer, which is like, nobody can beat him, but she did. And so now she's like very, very popular. This girl reaches out to her. It's like, we'll pay you to play chess. And so that's pretty much what it is. Next book was The Do-Over. Because of the trope, I thought I was never gonna read this because it's the Groundhog's Day trope where it's like her days are on loops. And so I thought I would never read this because of that, because I thought it would be like very repetitive, even though the reviews are like, it's not repetitive at all, which it's not. Like, listen to the reviews. So I listened to this on audiobook because I was doing this diamond painting thing. Actually, that thing right there. But I was doing that because I was just bored. So I listened to it, enjoyed it so much, gave it a 4 stars. The only bad thing about this, which is not even about the book, I don't know if you watch Sarah Caroli, but I was in Spotify jail. And if you don't know what that is, it means on Spotify Premium you get like an amount of hours you can listen to audiobook. Let's just say I ran out. I had an hour left, and that was like at 11 p.m. So I forced my mom, I didn't actually force her, but I did, to take me to Walmart so I could buy this. And so I copped and I finished, and it was so good. Honestly, don't remember what it's about, but on Valentine's Day, she gets into the loop of the Groundhog's Day trope. She just has to keep redoing that day, and as you can tell, she gets in a car crash. And then I read The Naturals, which I gave a 3 stars, which I thought I was gonna love it way more. This is practically about this girl, and she's a natural, where she can read people's body language like really good. This guy reaches out to her, is like, I want you in the naturals program. She's a profiler, and she's like helping the FBI, and so is the group she's gonna be in. And this is 1 book of 4, which I do think I might continue the series, but like I said, I thought I was gonna love it more than I did. This is also like that third, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like, oh, triangle love or something like that, where it's like her and then 2 other guys. That's also how it was in the Inheritance games, which I didn't really love. I'm not really loving it in here because I don't know who I'm even rooting for, but I did like the FBI aspect of it. But like I said, I'm just not like loving that triangle love thing. Love triangle, is that what it's called? I think so. And then last but not least, I read The Way I Am Now, which is the 2nd book to The Way I Used to Be, which I read this, I don't even know, like last year or something. I don't remember what even happened in the book, and so I was like debating on if I should like read this or like reread this and then read it. But you don't have to reread the first book if you don't remember, because like it came back as I was reading. I give this a 3 stars because I actually like really loved it. So it's about like, this book, she has this boyfriend named Josh, but it didn't like work out, and so this is their romance. Everything was just because they're both still going through something. They're like helping each other. I feel like it could have like been like 100 pages shorter. And the side characters I actually really loved. But that's the only thing, is like it would have been a 4 stars if I just feel like it was like too long, too much blab. Girl, those are all the books I read in May. We had some good ones. I would recommend almost all of them.